Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's here. We finally have 2023 C8 Stingray and 70th Anniversary Edition Corvette Pricing. And I know a lot of you are going to have questions, but my number one question is, what kind of insight does this give us on the new C8 Z06 Pricing? Hello everyone and welcome back to Brink of Speed. I am super excited to get into this with you because we've all been waiting a long time to hear what the price increase is going to be on the new Stingray for 2023. And we also wanted to know how much the 70th Anniversary Edition was going to cost extra up and above the normal base Stingray. And one more thing we all wanted to know is what the Z06 price is going to be. Well, we don't know that yet, but because of the fact that we know what the Stingray price is going to be, it's going to give us great insight into what we can expect from GM when they introduce the new price for the Z06. So, real quick before we get started though, one of my followers sent me a video recently and it was very short, and it was a video of him passing by ripping in his C7 Z06, and it gave me an idea, and I think you guys are going to like this idea. But what I'd like to do is I'd like to have each and every one of you do a video just like what I'm showing you on the screen right now. Film it with your phone straight up and down, not landscape, but a portrait, less than 60 seconds, and shoot it over by email, bos2020c8@gmail.com. I'd love to just get your first name and upload it to the shorts on my channel and feature your car on my channel so people can see your ride ripping past, or you could even just do a cinematic view of your car. But let's get into the video now. Alright, so as you can see, I'm back on the Mid-Engine Corvette forum as usual, and if we scroll down here, and I'm going to zoom in on this, we scroll down here, you will see that the 2023 Stingray price increase is only $1,050, ladies and gentlemen. That is amazing. And if we read down here, this was reported today at 9:51 a.m., so just recently, as reported secondhand by Car and Driver. So we want to thank Car and Driver, and then we want to thank the Mid-Engine Corvette Forum for getting this out. The price of the 2023 Stingray went up to $63,195, including its destination charge. And it's up $1,050 from the MSRP price of 2022, which was $62,145. This is just a 1.7% increase, which is a far, far smaller percentage than most competitor brands have announced. Additionally, the 70th anniversary option code Y70 is a $5,995 extra cost option. This is too less than most predicted. As we learned before from several sources, the 70th option code Y70 appears to not be limited in terms of total numbers. And this is how they explain it. If you want it and your dealer has a 2023 allocation for you, you would not be shut out. So this is awesome news because this means that it's not going to be a limited production, even though a lot of people would rather have that. I understand that because it would make it more rare, but they're going to allow many, many people to get this 70th anniversary. And obviously it is probably because they're going to make $6,000 and the cost to them is very, very low. So they're going to make a lot of profit in that, and they don't want to limit that profit, especially right now with all of the issues that we know GM has had with the C8. They want to sell as many of them as they can to make as much as they possibly can off of it. Now, continuing on here, it says, if you want your 70th with dual full-length stripes, add $995. So I guess the next thing that I have a question for here, talking about the 70th Anniversary Edition, is why would the $995 be an upcharge for full-length racing stripes? I thought the 70th Anniversary Edition automatically came with those stripes. So I don't like this. I'd love for you to leave your comments down below, but this seems like another C8R type of a deal with GM. They charge all this extra money to get the C8R, and they show it with all of these awesome features on it, and then when it comes time to building that C8R, you have to piecemeal everything together, and by the time you get done doing that, it costs you way more than the original price of just the C8R option. As far as this, at least it's only another $1,000, but I really wish that $5,995 already included everything that goes along with this 70th Anniversary Edition. But that's just my opinion. If we scroll on down here, it says, reminder, everything about the Z06, whether we are talking MSRP, order guide, allocation, DOSP, timeline, and start of production is not going to be shared until we have all gone a long way down the road. Now, I'm not sure what that exactly means other than we know that it's going to be a little while before we get the Z06 pricing, and that's okay. But until then, we can use this 2023 pricing to speculate and probably come very, very close to what that Z06 pricing is going to be. So let's move on to that. But before we do, if you have any comments about this Stingray pricing and the 70th anniversary pricing, leave it down in the comments below. Okay, so getting into the 2023 Z06 pricing, as you know, about 2 years ago, I did a video talking about the Z06 pricing, and I came up with a $91,000 to $93,000 price range based off of past history with the base model as opposed to the Z06 from the C5, C6, C7, and came up with a conclusion that by the time the Z06 came out, I thought it would be a 30,000 delta between the base Stingray and the Z06, and I think that I am probably 100% correct now. I thought I was probably close back then, but now I really believe that my conclusion back then is going to come true. And the reason why I say that is because when Clarence and I were in LA looking at the brand new Z06, the engineers told us something that made perfect sense to me, and that was, if you take a look at history and you take a look at what we do between the base Stingray and the Z06, you'll probably be able to figure out what the price is for the new Z06. And with all that has been going on in the world today and all of the inflation and gas prices and all of that, I know a lot of us thought we were in for a huge increase because of those things. But I think what this new pricing from the Stingray tells us is that GM is not seeing it that way. They obviously have insights that we have no idea about. We aren't on the inside, so they know what they're doing. They're not going to price these cars too low, and they obviously figured out that only raising the MSRP of the Stingray by $1,050 was the right thing to do. However, with the Z06, a lot of people were speculating that it was going to cost around $85,000 to $88,000, but I've always stuck to my guns. I've always said I thought it would be $90,000 or above, and like I said, really what my thinking was between $91,000 and $93,000, and now my prediction, because of the new Stingray pricing, if we add $30,000 to that, it would not surprise me to find out that the new 2023 C8 Z06 base model is going to cost $93,195. Now, they could surprise us and drop that down to $92,995 just so it's right under $93,000, but I really believe we are going to have a $30,000 difference between the base Stingray and the Z06. Now, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for this video. But real quick before you click off, I want to thank everyone for your loyalty, your kind words, all of your support, everything that you have done on the Brink of Speed community, because I know in my last video, I gave a history of the Brink of Speed channel and what Mike Brink started out as, becoming a Corvette lover at an early age. But I totally spaced, and I hugely apologize for this, about thanking each and every one of you, because if it weren't for you, I would not have been able to grow the Brink of Speed channel the way that I have and the way that you guys have. So thank you to each and every one of you for all of your wonderful support, kind words, and just being there for me and really giving me the extra drive and motivation to keep these videos up. Ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed this video, give it a big thumbs up. If you don't want to miss a single one of these uploads, make sure to smash that red subscribe button and the bell for notifications when new videos are uploaded. I hope each and every one of you has a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you guys out on the road.